Is that Ali Trades in the stream?
Hello, this is Ali Trades.
All right. Let me pin. Let me pin your brother.
Whoa,
How come
what?
my video's not working?
It's probably because you have it on Streamlabs.
Yeah, is that how that works? I can't have both.
Yeah, that's usually how it works.
That's kind of lame.
So just drag your.
I'll just leave. I'll leave myself on the stream and I'll put you just on the Zoom. It's fine. That's what it is. Guys, I'm live on YouTube as well.
Or if you turn your Zoom camera on, it's gonna show on your screen. Then it's in the screen share for for YouTube. You know what I mean?
Will that work?
Yeah, I mean that's what I did. Like, all right, you know how when you turn your camera on, you could see me in that little bar. You're gonna see yourself too. So then you just put that on your
So
screen
turn myself off on
off
YouTube.
Streamlabs
Yeah.
and turn it on.
Do I just hide it?
Hide what? No, you gotta like double click it and hit deactivate.
All right. So just delete it.
Yep.
Okay. All right. It's dark in here. It's dark in here. Tired, bro. Fucking tired. All right. Okay. Is that functioning properly here? How do I? Can I make this bar smaller or no?
What?
Can I make this smaller?
Make what smaller?
There we go. Okay. That's good now, right? Yeah, that's good. Is it live? The stream's live, no?
Is it?
I mean, yeah,
I don't.
yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
It is.
I'll fix the. Oh, you fixed it. All right. All right, bet.
Yeah, I fixed it up nice, bro.
Oh, what was lagging a little?
All right, 14 minutes. Okay, let me just share this really quick on the Discord and Telegram groups. Telegram groups. James Storms. Um,
Yo, unmute Hans.
oh, Hans is here.
Yeah.
Wait 1 second. Live now. Yeah. Okay. Discord. Okay. Hans. Where's Hans? Sir Hans Felix. There he is.
There he
Can I pin you
is.
too? All right, there we go. Nice. We got the squad in here. All right. Okay. Cool. Live. Good to go. All right. So let's talk a little bit. I mean, we have about 12 minutes. Okay. So how do I put myself up here at the top, bro? Why am I not at the top, bro? What's going on here? I gotta be at the top, bro. What's going on, bro? Why they put me at the bottom, bro? It's fucked up. All
You
right.
pinned
Anyway,
all the alphabetical.
word. No, it's not alphabetical. You'd be at top. Anyway,
Oh, I'm on the top of mine.
yeah. All right. So listen, NFP today, right? What's gonna happen? We don't fucking know what's gonna happen. That's the bottom line. Is that
I know what's gonna happen.
Listen, I'm just saying in terms of the data, like you never really know ahead of time what's actually gonna happen with the data, right? So, it's more so for me like the catalyst is what I like. I'm waiting for the data to give me the insight into what I want to see, right? So I can have predictions and anticipations, but ultimately, like you never really know what the data is gonna be. So for me, it's really just about waiting and kind of letting the dust settle, and then waiting for a clear sentiment after that. So labor has been extremely, extremely, extremely strong, right? Like if you guys watch the free breakdown that I did, um, then you would know like what I'm anticipating, and I'm just kind of waiting for the recession, to kind of show its face, basically, like obviously, things are still kind of, relatively strong. Like the economy is resilient, like to say the least, right? So, um, does that mean that it's gonna stay like that forever? I mean, could we excuse me. Could we make it out of here, without any scratches, with this whole inflation thing and raising interest and everything? Sure. But I don't think that's likely, and I think, we're still raising rates, and things are still relatively early on. It takes time. It takes time for things to develop fundamentally. Like when you raise interest, it takes years for the for things to slow down. That's the goal here. The goal is a man-made recession. The goal is slow down demand, slow down purchasing, slow down borrowing, loans, and everything like that. Home sales are down a lot. Like, the sectors are starting to slow down. So, in my opinion, labor is one of the most important metrics now going forward because it's been so strong and resilient as of late. And the main thing that I'm looking at is that the last month was like the first month that we missed expectations in 14 months of straight um, bullish jobs data. So could this be the start of the trend that starts, pushing downward in terms of, like labor starts slowing down? Yeah, it's possible. But again, you can't really jump the gun. I don't know what the data is going to be. Like I don't, I don't have the information at my disposal. But what I can do is I know how the information is going. That's the main thing, is that I don't know what the data is going to be, but I know when it releases a very good idea of how it's going to impact the market, right? And the most important thing to understand that is how will investors perceive the data when it comes out, right? So like if labor is strong, what does that mean? If labor is weak, what does that mean? So to me, if labor is strong, it means the economy is still resilient or is still strong, and it means we can handle more aggressive action by the Fed, right? Um, Alternatively, if labor is weak, it means that we're already in a bad spot, right? Like the analogy I've been giving is like the saying like the straw that broke the camel's back, right? So think of the camel as the United States economy, right? Like we need to slow the camel down without breaking his back. We want to put as many straws on his back without breaking his back, right? So every time the data shows a strong economy, it's like, oh well, the camel's back is still strong, so let's just keep putting these interest rate hike straws on its back, right? So, um, but at a certain point, it's going to turn around. At a certain point, like the actual recession is going to start to materialize, in my opinion. So at a certain point, it's going to turn to flip flop. Basically, at a certain point, in my opinion, it's going to um, eventually negative data is going to be a negative result. Right now, negative data is a positive result, and positive data is a negative result. If that makes sense, because of the way things are being foreshadowed. But in my opinion, at a certain point, like things change about the dynamic changes actually in the fundamentals. So like the same release doesn't always, in a normal environment, if inflation wasn't fucked up and everything, when you see positive data, it's a positive result. When you see a negative data, it's a negative result. But everything is backwards right now because of the Fed and the interest rates and everything going on like that. So um, let me just Ali, you want to chime in, or what's how you feeling? So right now the dollar's been bullish. Like dollar's been bullish pretty. It's been pretty strong, honestly, as of late. So, um, oops, let me do that. Let's see, US 30. US 30.
This is US 30. Oh,
Yes. To be honest with you, man, like,
what?
dude, this thing is gonna plummet, bro.
You think US 30 is gonna plummet?
Yeah,
We'll
bro.
see though. That shit
I
fell
think
so low,
UCAD's
bro.
gonna drop.
Bro, look at the weekly, bro. Like, if you refine this down to H4 supply, bro,
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
I really like this area, bro, a lot. It already made a double top. It's now in, like an internal supply here. Double top, big H4 breaker candle. It already broke out of this like counter trend. I like US 30 to be honest with you, bro. The sell's literally look, bro. In the signal chat, I called it perfect, bro. Literally said pullback and then sell, bro. Called it perfect. I just didn't take the trade, but my friend, I have to sleep. I have to sleep sometimes, my friend. But
Sometimes.
but yeah, let's see what the data comes out like. Honestly, I'm not really sure. What I'd like to see actually, I'd like to see negative data give a positive result, right? That's what I want to see, and then overall transition. That's what I want to see. I want to see negative data on NFP. I want to see labor miss expectations, and then I'd like to see US 30 pop up here, maybe even come into this supply around with H1 supply. If it comes that high, maybe not. Maybe it'll come down to like this dynamic like support area would be nice. Somewhere around here would be cool. And then I'd like to also see the DXY um, do the opposite. I'd like to see DXY come down and then eventually rise after that. Bro, who annotated my screen, motherfucker?
Hate that shit.
Motherfucker.
Mm. Bro, I finally chopped off some of my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, see.
I had to, bro. It got way too
Yeah,
long.
you were looking like you were in the 80s, bro. Looking like you were in the 80s.
I was making phone calls to place my trades, bro.
God damn.
What should I tell Jerome?
Yo, tell Jerome. I mean, I don't know. Is Jerome even awake, bro? What's going on?
I mean, he texted me like 45 ago.
Yeah. What do you say? I'm gonna read some of the chat here.
Told me to sell UCAD.
Hold on. Yo, you still EU? Looking dumb tired, boy. I appreciate the breakdown of the news. Put it really simple terms. Yeah, for sure. Any thoughts on GJ? Yeah, I'll do that in. Give me 1 second. Yo, what's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? I'm reading the chat now. What's up, Dilshan, Manisha, Andrew? Good morning. Erica, Sebastian, Eric L. Yeah, we're chilling right now. We got a nice like 300 people on here. We're chilling. Definitely chilling. Um, you're gonna take a trade immediately once data comes out, or how do I like to trade news? It really honestly depends. Sometimes I trade before the news. It really depends on what things look like prior. Like if I have like a good bias, heading into it and everything makes sense. Right now, it's not in the areas I'd like to trade out of, so I'd like to wait for price to come to me, right? I know I don't want to ever force anything. So if things look really good, there's times where I'll trade right prior to the news. Like I'll trade it like right now. It's 8:29. I could trade it right now if it made sense to me. But right now it's not in like an area that makes perfect sense. Like, yeah, obviously US 30 could fall off of this area. But I'd like to see a deeper pullback, to be honest with you. Maybe grab a little bit of liquidity above these highs. Um, or I mean, if the data comes out and it pushes down, then it'll just give a further confirmation, and then I could ultimately um, where where's the arrows? Price could come down here, and
15
then
seconds, bro.
it could pull back, right? And then we could take a trade based on that or something. So let's see what the data says. 5 seconds.
USD cat looking dumb nice for real.
Dumb nice. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're
Oh my
pushing.
God.
Here we go.
All right, so US 30 just spiked up, so the dollar has got to be going down.
Yahoo!
Dollar is
Okay.
down. Look, oh, here we
Oh,
go.
I called the UCAT cells before in
All
our
right,
room.
so perfect. So labor missed, which
Bro,
is which is exactly what I just said. So labor missed, right? And now the dollar is weakening, right? And indices are going up, right? So basically what this is foreshadowing is, hey guys, like pause rates, like basically all that money that was allocating like because of the interest rates is now leaving right now because it's foreshadowing less aggressive rate action, right? So pretty much exactly what I want. So hopefully we can get some but I think this is a short-term play right now. I think this is short-term move, I think it's so let's see if dollar can spike into this H1 demand, and then let's see if the indices can come a little bit higher. But I'm not expecting a huge move, to be honest with you. But so let's see. The reason why didn't take a trade prior to the news today is because I wanted to see price go against my overall bias, right? My overall bias is bullish on the dollar and bearish on indices, right? So if I'm expecting a pullback, then I wouldn't take a counter trend trade. I wouldn't sell the dollar to buy it back up. That's trying to do too much, So I'd rather just kind of like I said, sit on my hands, wait for a clear direction, clear sentiment, wait for the data to give me a supporting bias, and then we can execute from there. So like now that US 30 is spiking up a little bit, it's not really moving a lot, but now we could start to look, maybe like once the dust is settling, then we can start to look for sells, and then we could start to look for buys on the dollar as well. So that's kind of like my philosophy with it. Yeah, guys, we're giving away 20 challenges, 10K. Like, so 20 people in this chat right now are gonna get 10K challenges. So stick around, be active. I'm probably gonna be picking people out of the chat. Make sure you like this stream, and please subscribe. It just obviously helps us, build the channel and everything. We do so many live streams and give away free stuff all the time. So, yeah. So I definitely appreciate everyone that's popped in. Definitely just trying to provide some type of resource for people. This is what it's about. It's not all about making money and killing people. It's about like just helping people out and being a resource for the public, because that's what a true leadership is once you make it up, you bring people with you. So
Straight up.
straight up.
Nah, you peep.
Yeah. Reading more chat. Remember the Zoom people. Yeah, no, definitely gotta remember the Zoom people. Ali, you just called the signal?
I said, bro, I called it before the drop. I called UCAT cells and then it just tanked.
Let's go. Yo, signal chat coming back soon. We're like, what are we at? Like fucking 1 to 27, 1 to 30. What are we at?
I I think combined, me and you are like 1 to 32 right now, or 1 to 30, something like that.
1 to 30 on the week, bro. All right, so I'd really like DXY to hit this price, to be honest with you, but let's see. All right, US 30 starting to pull back. Um, Let's see. Also, I didn't even look, but the unemployment rate as well. Like, let's see all the data because I didn't look at everything. All right, so the unemployment rate went down. Okay, so not exactly. It's a little bit conflicting. So it's good, like good and bad, right? I think the main thing here is that NFP missed, which is exactly what I was kind of saying. Is that basically my philosophy is that during COVID, like the jobs market was very fucked, right? Because everyone got displaced from their jobs. People got all this free money, unemployment, pandemic assistance, SBA loans, this, that, whatever. And people found alternative ways to make money outside of their job. Some people started trading forex. Some people started their business that they wanted to start. So basically, do I think news events are priced into the charts? Yeah, of course, absolutely. The markets are very forward looking. So going back to what I was saying, I'll answer the questions in a minute. I'll read the chat, but the labor market has been very strong, right? Let's look at COVID, right? Obviously, like the numbers were crazy. Everyone got laid off and displaced from their jobs. The economy shut down. Da da da. So like recovering from that took some time. Like for example, my parents own small businesses. Like I talked to business owners, and finding employees was very difficult for the longest time because people didn't want to work. Jobs were available, but laborers were not available. So now that the economy is starting to get tight, my understanding is that the reason that labor has been so strong is that people are running to get jobs because they know that things are getting tight and harder for people. Like interest rates are going up means it's more expensive. Inflation going up means it's more expensive. Like you want to go to the grocery store now, instead of spending $400, your groceries are $500. Your gas prices are higher. Like so people are running to the jobs market to get jobs because of the impending difficult times ahead, right? So eventually all these job openings are going to either dry up, or be filled, or they're going to become insolvent, right? Like that's again what I said before, the man-made recession. The goal here is to taper the economy, and by doing that, there has to be a consequence. There has to be pain. There has to be difficulties, by the average person. Businesses are going to close down. Jobs are going to be lost. People are going to be laid off. Like that's just the harsh, reality and the byproduct of what's going on here. Like it's hard to pull the economy down without hurting people. um, all right, sorry. Let me read some of the chat. Oh, twist the gain knob. Oh, my bad, bro. Nah, I'll get a little closer, my guy. Sorry about that. Hey, my SL got hit, but it took me out way lower than my SL.
Oh,
What's
somebody got slipped.
Yeah, you guys slipped, bro. Welcome to news trading, my friend.
Yeah.
Um, just made another 10K. Nice. I only trade New York session. No, I trade both. Ali, please don't get banned from trading. You're too much. I mean, the guy's crazy. Yeah, you might have. I'm not gonna lie. You might get the suits at your door, bro. The market makers are gonna come for you, bro, soon.
I mean, bro, don't, I guess we're gonna. If I go down, you're going down with me, bro. Since we combine the rooms, so
All right.
both
Damn.
are.
Look at US 30, bro. That was almost literally just missed my fucking zone. All right, but come on, guys. Like, was that not perfectly called or what? Like, spike up and then
Eternal structure.
come
Yes, sir.
on, bro. Like, come on,
Come on, I am James Stokes. I don't miss.
come on, come on, guys. Is like, come on. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I've
I hear the raising the market.
I'm out here rizzing the market. And it
Yeah.
didn't actually hit my zones, which I'm kind of unfortunately not happy about actually. But came very close to both of them. I mean, US 30 basically hit, but um, again, because this is what this means to me. The reaction was market pricing in a negative data. But again, the negative data just means that we're heading for a bad time. So that's why it was a short-term euphoric push, and it makes sense in terms of liquidity, obviously, for price to spike against the main direction. Um, but yeah, that's the philosophy behind it. I think that was really good. GJ. All right, so GJ for me, again, you guys know I'm very fundamentally driven. Like I love technicals. I love technicals, but I've learned that the macro economics, the macro driving forces are always going to be stronger than the technicals. And if you understand the macros of the economy, then you can apply your technicals with extreme confidence because you know where the ultimately the direction of the market is heading. You're not going to get faked out by all the bullshit. So for me, the yen, like the Bank of Japan, is like all over the place right now. Their policy is very inflationary, right? So I'm not gonna go too deep into this. If you guys want to watch the breakdown that I did, you're more than welcome to. But basically, the yen, the reason why the yen has been very weak since basically like March of 2022, right? Like around this area when we were having this bond crisis, right? Like the Bank of Japan is basically in a bond crisis. Their bonds are they're it's either you have strong bonds or strong currency. So they're choosing to save their bonds in for sake of inflating their currency. So to be honest with you, I don't really see the yen making a big move back, like a big correction. Like obviously it's there. Like it's fucking hella overextended. Obviously, like I love the idea of selling GJ and selling a lot of these yen pairs, but I just don't think it's ready yet until the policy supports it. So until the yen or the Bank of Japan it pivots on their policy, right? They start to raise interest rates because they have a negative interest rate right now. So so they're basically, again, it's very attractive to ditch the yen right now. Like people don't want to. The yen is very devalued right now. So until they change their policy, I don't really see a big change happening in the trend right now. But I'd like to sell the yen when it's time. But I'd rather just wait for more sentiment. That makes sense. What's going on? So would you say the forecast has already been priced in and the release was just hype? I wouldn't say it's just hype, because the data is always relevant. But I would say that I would say the market's very forward looking. It's always forward looking. So everything does get priced in ahead of time. Like if we go back a couple weeks, let's say, right, to like July. Okay, July 5th, right, was the FOMC meeting minutes, right? So the meeting minutes is an excerpt from the FOMC's most recent meeting, right? So basically at this meeting they discussed saying, yeah, we're pretty unanimously agreeing that we should hike at this next FOMC rate decision, right? Ultimately, what did they do? The 26th, they raised rates. So based on the FOMC, you kind of had insight into like what was going to happen for the federal funds rate, on the 26th. So, and then now that rates were hiked, and then they spoke about the conference, like you have to pay attention to all these data points. Like, there's a reason why I watch the press conference, reason why I digest all this data, because this is very important. So, at the press conference, Jerome Powell said some pretty interesting things, and like the main one that he basically said he doesn't see inflation getting down until 2% until 2025, and he doesn't see rate cuts happening until 2025. That's a long time. That's a year and a half of high interest. That's going to cause a lot of pain for the economy. So that's important. Like everyone wants Powell to start cutting rates and pivoting and this and that, and if they pivot too early, like that's just going to create more problems. Sustained high inflation is really bad for the average consumer, So inflation is a silent killer. Like it like as bad as high rates are, like inflation is also just as bad, because when you have high inflation, the thing is that wages don't catch up, right? So like inflation goes up and then wages go, like let's say inflation's 10%, wage inflation might be like 2 to 3 to 4 or 5%. So if the cost of everything that you consume goes up by 10% and you only make 5% more, then you just lost 5% of your income, to inflation. And that's when people, most people, 60% of America lives paycheck to paycheck, right? So if you lose 5% of your paycheck, you might you might starve, you might lose your home, you might lose your car, you're gonna start struggling really bad. Um, if that makes sense. Yeah. I'm gonna be giving the challenges away soon. Make sure everyone, if you're tuning in,
Yeah,
again,
we need a like goal, bro. Like
yeah,
250 people essentially.
yeah, we got
81
258
likes.
viewers and 81 likes. So I need to see at least 200 likes on the screen
I
right
was gonna
now.
say
Like before I give away any challenges. Like I need to see 200 likes. I need to make sure like everyone's subscribing and it takes literally 2 clicks of a button for you to do that. So that would be cool. Yo, Ethio, I appreciate you, bro. I love your market briefing since 2021. Let's go. Um,
Yo, we got somebody out here sending their private Telegram group.
oh no, we
What?
can't we can't be having that.
Yeah. So Chris. No, we can't have that. This ain't that. Why would you come watch the Lakers play and then you're out here trying to recruit to any other team? Like, come on. Like,
I
what are you
didn't
doing?
who is it? Hannah?
Bro, the name's Shapeshift.
Shapeshift?
That's smart. Now the name's Carlos. That's crazy. Yo, we don't have time for that. We could shut the whole shit down. Like,
I don't see
bro,
them. I don't even see them,
Yeah,
bro.
I
bro,
don't
the
even
names
see.
are shapeshifting on some like
I don't even see the link
secret
though.
invasion type shit,
I
bro.
mean, they're
Now
not
the
gonna
name
send
is
it to us
Jake.
probably, but whatever.
Bro, who has time for that?
Or are they doing like private messaging to everyone or what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right,
All right,
so
so look,
DXY.
hold on a second.
Go ahead.
Nobody listen to no type of names trying to offer you a signal. They think they smart, but they wasting their time right now. Nobody wants whatever you got. All right, let the show keep running.
All right, now US 30 is making it kind of back into this range a little bit. So let's see.
What are you gonna go in?
What? Yo,
So
Subs, love from New York, James, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
South Africa. That's far.
Hey, Africa.
Yeah,
I
I mean, in Manhattan, forget about it. It's crazy. Manhattan is shisty with the cost of living. It's disgusting, actually.
I could never.
Yeah, I would not. I mean, I love Manhattan, but I don't see myself living there,
Living
bro.
out to live.
I really like just like more rural areas, to be honest with you. I wish there was like just like a city, but also like a forest in the city. I want to
Boy,
live.
you
I
do
want to live
have
in
that.
the
What are you
forest
talking
in the
about?
city, bro. No, not like Central. What are you talking about? Central Park? What are you talking about?
Yeah, closer
Nah,
to Central Park.
that's not a forest, bro. It's like fucking
That's like a
synthetic forest, bro.
yeah. There you go. Yeah.
This guy spammed the chat. Yo, Ali, when you coming to Nigeria? Like you said it like 10
Oh my
times.
God. I see that. Bro, I'll go. My mom actually lived in Nigeria for like 2 years.
Word. Wow.
Yeah.
Bro, James, I hit the 15 straight legged toes to the bar. You never viewed my story. Message me on IG right now, bro, with the clip. And if you did it well, I'll give you a challenge, bro. I got you. Have we taken any positions? No positions just yet. I'm not gonna lie,
I'll be
like
trading.
I actually would like US 30 to still come higher.
Yo, look at UCAD.
I'd still like it to come up here. Um, USD
Yeah,
CAD
you got it. Eating
We got
good.
I hit break even and then I got back in at 850.
850.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
850. I like
Yeah.
that.
850, huh? That's how you feeling?
Yeah.
850?
I'm feeling 850. I'm already like
What's your stop loss?
no, just right above that wick.
Like here?
Yep.
Yeah, right there.
Same.
Okay, a little 2-to-1 action.
Good job, my boy.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Here we go. Signal room is cooking, bro.
Yeah, send me on Telegram the wait list link. I'm gonna drop it in the YouTube chat right now. If you guys wanna,
What you want the okay? So there's the landing page, and then there's the wait. Like people can join up
just the wait list, just the wait list.
straight to the wait list,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They gotta wait, bro. That's it.
like where they put in their card directly.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna be myself and Ali. You know, we join forces to do the greatest signal room that the world has ever seen, and it's gonna be something. Ashley has her hand raised. Ashley, go ahead. You wanna ask a question?